Well, here we are. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Third Man Cricket Show. Alongside me, I have Ashwin as well as Nikhil, and it's Game 51 of the Vivo IPL 2021. It's Mumbai Indians taking the Rajasthan Royals on at Sharjah Cricket Ground, and uh, let's just welcome both our guests for today, Nikhil and Ashwin. How are you guys feeling? How's the excitement for today's game?
Yeah, feeling great. I don't think in the other seasons we didn't had such a close combat for the numbers for sport. So this time we have got four
Yeah.
teams combating for one sport, and actually the most interesting fact is both these teams are at the same number of matches, same points. Everything is almost the same except the run rate. So the competition is much more intense, and I think the coming days of the tournament will be decided on the base of this match only. I think the teams will be changing their tactics according to the result of this match. So it's going to be a very crucial match for both the teams. Yeah, really excited about
True.
it.
True that. And Nikhil, coming to you, MI have lost their last game. I think it was a really close encounter, but 129 was never really going to be enough against a side like DC. What do you feel, and how is the atmosphere? How will be the environment in the dressing room coming into this big game?
Yes, they haven't quite been at their best in this second leg, but the atmosphere, I think, they'll be very comfortable. They'll be very relaxed because this is cannot guarantee performance every time. As they say,
Yes.
performance is a part and parcel of the game. So they'll just be looking forward to play good cricket, and if you play good cricket, you are going to win games at a certain point. And as Rohit Sharma rightly mentioned, that they haven't played to their potential. They haven't played like the champions they are. They'll try and do that, and it is a simple equation for them. They have to win everything from here, and we can back them to win everything because they've done it on several times.
Yes, and we'll also hope that KKR loses to Rajasthan Royals. But coming to you, Ashwin, I think Rajasthan Royals' confidence will be really very sky high because of the innings that they played. Especially their batting in the last game against the Chennai Super Kings. So coming to the Rajasthan Royals camp, how will the mindset be? Coming into this must win and this big game against the Mumbai Indians.
Actually, it was a surprise win for them. Not only for them, actually for the fans as well. Like no one expected that. The way the tournament progressed, we saw that the teams were not even able to chase down low targets, but it was like a biggest target of the second leg, like 190 plus, and like we had like so much newcomers at the 11 when we went to play against Chennai. Glenn Phillips was playing his first match, and David Miller was out of form since a lot of time, and he suddenly came into the 11 replacing someone like a Livingston, and Shivan Dubey playing
Yes.
his first game after such a long time. So there were so many things that the team was feared about, like whether these combinations would work or not. But like it was the change was necessary. Like they had to remove Ryan Parak. He was out of form since a lot of time, so they needed to change that. So like they brought in the new players, but the new players delivered it. That's the biggest thing. And the mainly regarding the youngsters, how Shivan Dubey and Jaiswal took the match away from Chennai. I think these two players were the only ones who scored most of the runs, and that was enough to beat a very good side like Chennai. So the Rajasthan
True.
will be right high on confidence because of this such a great victory against Chennai. That too at a huge total, because the total is not nothing like a 150 or 140. It's 190 plus. So they'll be riding on a
Yes.
huge amount of confidence.
Yes, and Rajasthan Royals need to win both their games in order to qualify for the playoffs. But the best thing that the Rajasthan Royals have is that they are not dependent on any other side, in order to take their name into the top four. So that's, I think, the best advantage that a team can have, not being dependent on any other side to take them through to the top four. But the Mumbai Indians here, they still need to win both the games. But the thing that can act as a disadvantage is that they have to hope that KKR lose against RR to be able to qualify for the playoffs. So if KKR end up winning against RR and MI win both their game, it's still the end of the road for the Mumbai Indians. So they have to win both the games. But Ashwin, coming to you, I think the inning that Yashasvi Jaiswal played the other night, I think just describe us, a few words about that inning. I think the fastest 50 in this leg of the IPL so far, and in this IPL, I think in this 2021 edition. So to be able to come out and just hit bowlers out of the park, especially bowlers from Chennai Super Kings. So I think he will be really confident enough to come out and replicate that against the Mumbai Indians tonight. So just a word on that knock.
Yeah, his knock against Chennai actually doesn't show its confidence like against like playing any team. It's like against playing the experienced team, like bowlers like Hazelwood or like anyone who under the captaincy of Dhoni will be having something in mind, like which no one can predict at all. So, like beating that exact, like I think he was dropped by someone during the game, and after from that, that was the only mistake of him in the game. After from that, he was able to find the gaps brilliantly. He was able to play those big shots easily, and actually this I think that was that also laid foundation to the youngster like in Shivam Dubey. Like he saw how confident in how much confidence the batters are going on, mainly the openers, and Sanju was also in decent touch. So this gave also the motivation to other players also to come out on fire. So that's important for the team. Like the openers always play a crucial role. Like they are the ones who are going to give us a good start. They also want to give the team the advice regarding the pitch. Like from them only we could understand the clear nature of the pitch, like how it's going to behave. Like before the toss, like we can say anything regarding the pitch, but after the first couple of hours, then only we could decide and we could understand the true nature of what the pitch going to give us. So the
True.
proper communication he did, like he was there, he gave them the perfect start. I think in the power play itself, they like destroyed the CSK bowling lineup, and that confidence they was able to transfer to the upcoming batsmen. Like Glenn Phillips also was looking very confident in his very first game. So it's pretty much crucial for the opener. So I think he continues the same in today's match as well. Like apart from speaking about the bowling lineup, Mumbai's bowlers as compared to the Chennai's bowling are a bit more experienced. If you see the last match, Deepak Chahar wasn't there. Like to some extent, Dwayne Bravo wasn't there. But here it's Trent Bolt, Bumrah, the best bowlers in the business, and I think even these two players are there for them. I think the X factor would be Coulter, who has been brilliant in the second leg. Like he has been economical, and he has picked the crucial wicket of I think Steve Smith in the last match as well. So
Yes,
has to
yes.
be careful about this bowling lineup. And also Pollard. He can come. He can do anything. He can like he can take some blinder catches. He can take 2 wickets in over. He can smash you to any part of the ground. So the team
Well,
has
I
to be
think
very
that
much
that
careful
man
about
is
Pollard.
feared. That man is feared even if he's not in form. So,
Correct, correct.
Pollard is feared even if
Either
he's
with the
not in
bat,
form
with the
because
ball, or with the hand, he can do anything.
exactly, exactly. And Nikhil, coming to you, I think a name that has been quite in discussion in the Mumbai Indians camp has been none other than Surya Kumar Yadav. But the inning that he played in the last game against the Delhi Capitals, I think it was a very good knock until he hit a full toss straight down the throat of long on. So a good thing that he has he has been able to find his form on a wicket like Sharjah, considering the T20 World Cup ahead.
Yes, he found his form, but that dismissal was slightly. Yes, we saw that he hit the full toss, but it was a
Yes, I
low full
think.
toss, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't
I think
quite
he had to
hit
hit
it.
the ball a bit more towards mid wicket, but he ended up hitting it straight to the
And,
fielder.
and with the extra pace of Akshar Patel, it was a low full toss. He understood that he couldn't hit it straight to long on, but he couldn't stop from playing the shot, and he just went through with it. He could have gone with some more convictions, maybe he could have cleared it. But it is important to see that Surya has been in form for a long time now. He scored 500 plus 2 seasons, 400 plus 1 season. So it's been slightly more highlighted after that IPL 2020 he had last year, and just suddenly to see Surya Kumar Yadav's low scores and in 2-3 games straight is been what it's been surprising. But
Yeah,
I'm really happy that the MI are keeping the belief in him, and they're going with continuity. I was slightly surprised when Ishan Kishan was dropped, but you can say that Saurabh Tiwari was having a great leg, so he can give the go. News is Kaustubh has mentioned, news is going
yes.
around that
That
Ishan
Ishan
Kishan
Kishan
might
might
be
make
back
it back to
into
the
the 11. Tiwari is rumored to be injured.
exactly
So
what you were
yes,
mentioning right now.
yes. So it's these guys are great players. You cannot really judge them on 2 or 3 innings. Yes, it's affected Mumbai Indians quite drastically. These two being out of form, and problem happens is that they come one after the other. So there it
Yeah,
slightly forms the cluster and slightly goes through a pattern that Surya Kumar Yadav and Ishan Kishan. So they could have done slight changes to the batting order, But I guess they look quite covered. And Suryakumar Yadav will be back in form in no time because he's that quality player, and he scored a lot of runs.
Yes.
And I guess he'll come good today as well.
Yes, we all want him to be back in form because there's a T20 World Cup coming up. So let's just have a look at the probable 11s. Here's the Rajasthan Royals probable 11. So Ashwin, I would just like to come to you. Is this the team that you would like to go in with, or do you want any changes? Because this is the team that took the field in the last game against CSK.
Yeah, just one change. Like I don't see Akash Singh in the 11. Like he's
Yeah.
like young talent should be supported, but this is not the time for it. Like now it's a crucial game, so we want
Yeah.
the experienced player. We want the difference in the 11. If you see, Akash Singh and Chetan Sakriya both are left-handers, and we also have a foreign left-hander in the form of Mustafizur in the team. So three
Yeah.
left-handers actually it doesn't make a change, and youngsters are almost similar with their deliveries. They won't be having that much of varieties and facing a class batting lineup like a Rohit Sharma, Quinton de Kock, Suryakumar Yadav, after a couple of overs they will start banging. So it won't be wise to go with someone like a Akash Singh. I think Karthik Tyagi should come back to the relevance so that we could get us a bit more pace in the team. And actually, because Sharda is a slow wicket, you also have in the form of Mayank Markandeyan is there and Rahul Tewati is also there. And luckily, these players were pretty good against the match in the match against CSK. So let them continue and to add a bit more slowness to the game. I think they can even use Shivam Dube and Mustafizur Rahman as well. Mustafizur Rahman, we know how he uses his slow balls, and Shivam Dube is
Yes.
known for that. Like in the match
Yes.
against Bangladesh, he took the two crucial wickets of the Bangladeshi batsmen using the slower deliveries. So I think they should use Shivam Dube as well. So only one
Yeah.
change, Karthik Tyagi in for August thing, nothing else.
Yes, yes, fair enough. And coming to you, Nikhil, this is the probable 11 of the Mumbai Indians. I think Jayant Yadav will be there in the 11 just because of the left-handers that the Rajasthan Royals have. I think both the openers itself are left-handers, so we might as well see Jayant Yadav bowl in the power play. But if there are any changes that you would like to make to this Mumbai playing 11, what would they be and why? What is your reason for the same?
I guess the only rumored change looks like Saurabh Tiwari will go out and Ishan Kishan will come in his place. But if Saurabh Tiwari is not injured, I guess I'll go with him because that's the issue. That's the issue when you make the change. And now Saurabh
Yeah,
Tiwari has proved that he's playing that well. So you can't really bench him for no reason. Yes, if he's injured, then we don't know. But if there is any change, it should be a forced one and not a regularity change. So
right.
it's going to be difficult to bring in Ishan Kishan because you cannot drop Saurabh Tiwari with just one failure today or in the previous game. So that's what happens when you drop people. But maybe they'll just look ahead and they'll just s- uh, they'll just see that Ishan Kishan is in a good space and take him in. But it will be quite unfair for Saurabh Tiwari. But I guess again it's a team game, so you can't quite think personally. Uh, Jayant
Yeah,
Yadav will play a big role because the slowness of the wicket. It will be interesting for the Rajasthan batsmen as well because they are coming off uh, a very good pitch. They got to bat. The dew settled in and the ball was coming on. They should really be wary of this Sharjah pitch because when you come after a big innings or playing on a pitch where the ball is very coming on and it's a good pace to straight away slowish sluggish wicket, you tend to play the shots and continue that kind of momentum. So they really need to assess the wicket. And with the Mumbai Indians, the same because they are natural stroke makers. Many of the players are, including Rohit Sharma. So they really need to
yeah,
use their experience and assess the pitch first 2-3 overs, and then decide what shot can you offer because this is a what can I say? It's a surprising pitch because when is the last time you saw Rohit Sharma get out to a pull shot or to a short ball?
exactly,
Yes, he
exactly.
has mistimed deliveries, but he was in all shots in that short ball against Agish Khan. So this is a tricky pitch, and they really need to assess it.
Yes, and we have the news from the center here that the Mumbai Indians have won the toss and elected to bowl first, indeed, on a Sharjah wicket. Nikhil, coming to you first, your first reactions on this. I personally felt that it would be have been better to bat first, considering the wicket is a bit slow and the ball is gripping. But Rohit Sharma clearly has different opinions here. So, what is your take on the toss? Winning the toss and bowling first, especially.
These 7:30 starts now, it the wicket tends to be tacky. Even if it's the 8 start, it is good, or it comes on nicely, but the 7:30 start makes the wicket tacky. And I guess the yes, there will be slowness in the second innings, but the pitch will be difficult to bat on in the initial overs as well. And Rohit Sharma should have in his mind that they couldn't really make the most of batting first. So I guess they'll look that they have a target in sight and bowl well. They get a target in sight. They can bat accordingly. They can plan accordingly. So I guess it's a good toss to win. And we're seeing the two changes. I guess Kaustav is
Yes,
mentioning
yes,
that
there
Ishan
are
Kishan is
big
back
changes. Ishan Kishan
and Jimmy
and James
Neesham is back.
Neesham is in, and Krunal and
So
Quinton de Kock miss out. Quinton de Kock missing out is really a big change. We'll really have to see who opens the batting then with Rohit Sharma. Is
yes,
it going to
I
be
guess it
Ishan
will be
Kishan?
Ishan Kishan. Yes, it will be
Yes,
Ishan
so we
Kishan.
will really have to look forward to that. But Ashwin, coming to you now. Mumbai winning the toss, putting you into bat first. Your thoughts on the toss, and are you happy to bat first, or did you want it to bowl
like
first as well?
like I was also thinking that it was better to bat, especially when the pitch is going to slow down in the second innings, and the bowlers that we have are able to use these conditions really well. And I think this is the perfect. I don't think that RR would be sad in like losing the toss, because they also might have looked on to bat first. And but surprises the changes actually. I want to like I didn't thought that they will leak Quinton de Kock. Like it was a very surprising call. Might be due to like in the last game when he got out. I think it was on a wasted shot. So I think that was the
Yeah.
reason why. And I don't think that they'll be planning to take much more risk in this season again. And these are the must-win games for them. So I think that will be the reason why they are gone after Jimmy Neesham and Ishan Kishan, and mainly uh, because of they need an extra bowler also badly. Like sometimes Bolt becomes expensive, and we can say we can always depend on a Coulter-Nile or Bumrah to deliver for them always. So I think that might be the reason behind Mumbai's changes. So now speaking about RR, I think they will be pretty much happy with the decision of batting first. And coming to the batters, like even Lewis and Jaiswal are in good form, and I think they'll be pretty much looking ahead to this bowling lineup of Mumbai, especially when they are coming without a spin bowler. Like Krunal Pandya was the second spin option, and they are coming up without him. So I think
Yes.
there's I think
There is
there
no
might be some surprise in the pitch as well. I'm not sure like why these big changes are happening. There might be something surprising in the pitch as well.
there's no
Yes,
Coulter Nile as
and
well. I guess.
yeah. No.
I guess
There's
they're
Coulter-Nile. Coulter-Nile is there. And very
okay.
interesting news from RR is that Shreyas Gopal and Kuldeep Yadav are in for the Rajasthan Royals. So here's the playing 11 of the Rajasthan Royals.
Another debutant.
Yes. There's another debutant in Kuldeep Yadav. We see Mustafizur Rahman, Chetan Sakaria keep their place as left arm pacers. There's Rahul Tewatia, Shreyas Gopal, the two spinners. But Ashwin, your first reactions on the RR playing 11?
Like this is not the time to test the debutants to be frank. Like we are at the like the season end. Like if we were a team like Hyderabad who are almost out of this tournament, then
Yeah.
we can give a youngster, yeah, you can go. Like we don't have to, there's no pressure on you to win this game. You can go and give your performance. We can say that to the team, like to give your best in the field. We can say that this is not the time. Like in this time period we have to have our best team in the 11. We have to have our best players. We should have different type of varieties in our team. So I don't think this was a perfect thing to have two like a debutant in Kuldeep Yadav, because he might be like in a he might be in a really good pressure. Like he's coming out to bowl, and he has to face the one of the toughest batting lineup of this tournament, and that too in such a tougher situation. Like going
Yes.
out there and how he could execute his plan. Like there will be pressure from the team to take that wicket. He has to take that wicket, not to give his best performance. He has to get the victory for the team. So these two are two different situations. And like why dropping Mayank Markandeyan? Like he just got a game after
Exactly.
such a long time. He was pretty good with the ball, and he knows the Mumbai players really well. If you check that Mumbai team from the 2019, there's no one new in the team except two in the bowling department. We might have a Trent Bolt or a Jimmy Neesham new to this team and a Coulter Nile. Apart from that, in the batting, there's no one new to this team. These are the players that he know. He has bowled to them billions of times in the net. Then why is he out of the team? Like,
Yes.
and no,
True,
even
true.
Sancho
Even
won't be doing
Sanchit,
that. In the
even
first
Sanchit
time,
mentioning the same thing here, being a super royal. That what wrong did Mayank Markande do to not be in the playing 11 today? But Nikhil, coming to you, if you look at the Mumbai Indians playing 11, there's Bumrah Bolt, then there's Coulter Nile, there's Jayant Yadav, there's James Neesham, and that's all from the bowling unit. But then there's Kyron Pollard coming in as the sixth bowler. But the thing to watch is that we're playing in Sharjah here, and there's just one spinner in the side, being in Jayant Yadav. So, do you think that this is the right team selection going into such an important game, or do you feel that it's just because James Neesham as well as Kyron Pollard and also Nathan Coulter-Nile can fill in the place because they bowl those slower deliveries?
Okay, yes, it is a difficult time. I'm slightly confused about the playing 11 because the ESPN Cricket Info is showing another playing 11. This is displaying another playing
Oh,
11. But here, as you say, that Jayant Yadav is very effective with that with opening the bowling and at the top in the power play. So yes, he'll be crucial, but you will have to see what James Neesham brings to the plate, because he hasn't quite played many games for the Mumbai Indians. So it'll be interesting. And coming to Rajasthan, even Karthik Tyagi is not in, isn't it?
yeah,
So
yes,
this is getting very interesting, because a man who won you game from where you were not in a position can't get a game. So this is a very interesting team selection as well. And I guess they've picked Shreyas
yes,
Gopal for the matchup, but they should have done it earlier when they picked Markande over Shreyas Gopal. So
yeah.
all conundrum going on, I guess. But Mumbai
True,
looked
Ronak.
good.
Yes, and Ronak rightly mentioning that when the team has lost, there were no changes, and when the team won its last game, there are suddenly changes and unexpected changes in the Rajasthan Royals camp. So yeah, Nikhil, continue. You were saying something.
Yes, Mumbai is shaping up good. I guess they've increased some batting in keeping Nisham and Kulkarnail
Yes,
both. So it will
yes,
be interesting. I guess Ishan Kishan will be. I'm predicting this maybe, but Ishan Kishan will be told that you have nothing to lose. You have gone through a bad patch. Just go out there, express yourself, and do whatever you are best at. And you don't have to forget that the games Rohit Sharma was sitting out of the injury, Ishan Kishan opened with Quinton de Kock, and those were his best games. He played very
yes,
well against the Chennai Super Kings, and then he finished games against the Delhi Capitals. He dominated Andrik Nokia and Kagiso Rabada. So though he's perfect in opening the innings. So I guess they've tried him slightly differently to just look that yes, if this works, it will be great. Yes, it's a shock that Quinton de Kock is dropped, but maybe they're looking ahead of the T20 World Cup as well, and they want him to come into form as early as possible. And I guess is this a message being sent that Ishan Kishan is available as an opener as well in the T20 World Cup, because there's no reason in playing him as an opener if he's not available. So I guess he's the backup of Rishabh Pant. He is a backup opener as well, which I guess this is the
might
message
be,
being sent. Yes,
might
might be.
be, but
But he'll come good. You expect, but it will be interesting to see what the pitch holds and the changes. Seeing there are changes galore. Three for Rajasthan, three for Mumbai. So there's it. It's either it's the flattest wicket in this season, or it's the most tacky wicket in the season, because those many changes are very very surprising.
exactly. Sanchit mentioning here that if Rajasthan loses this game, nothing to be blamed in the name of players, and the full blame should be taken by the management who picks the team. It's something absolutely livid. And he also asked a question. Ashwin, I would really, this is an interesting question. I would really like you to take this. That how is one supposed to be backed if he gets dropped just after one game? We all know that he's referring to Mayank Markande here. So, just a word on what's happening with the RR management. Yeah, I mean, they are just picking players, they are dropping
I
them,
think the
and there's
RR
no reason.
management might had a dinner with Ambani on the last night. So that might be the reason why they are bringing up these changes, unnecessary changes to be frank. Like no team has even been successfully chased down 160 even in this tournament, in the second leg. If you see that first match against Chennai and Mumbai, we saw how miserable, how bad the batting had failed for them.
Hmm.
So like a 190 target, the highest in this tournament, like in the second leg so far, and a team that actually did actually pretty good with the ball and very well with the bat. So they had that combination. Like when we go to fielding or when we have a discussion before the match, like there will be a there will be a combination and there will be a mental attachment between the players. So after the victory against Chennai, there will be a high of confidence. Like we defeated that one of the top teams, so we can take this and we just didn't just defeated them in a smaller margin. We chased down a big total in a bigger manner. So that improved their run rate also a bit. So coming to this new game, they can maximum have one change, bring in Karthik Tyagi, add little bit of variety to their bowling. But
Yeah.
like rejecting the chance of a player like Mayank Markandeyan, who has been fantastic, who has been a fantastic spin bowler. Like the Mumbai Indians fans would know how grateful
Yes.
like they would be to him after seeing the 2018 season. Actually, it was bad for the management not to play him for one long season also. And like why do they want to bring Shreyas Gopal into the team? Like he hasn't been at his best in the last two seasons. He hasn't been best against like any of the teams. He hasn't been good with his deliveries. Like then what is the reason behind it? That's what the management should tell after the match. If the team loses, then the management has to tell this. Like this will also create a bad mindset in the of the players as well. Like I performed well in the last night. At least I contributed to the victory. I bowled 3 overs. I was a bit of economical, like eight runs per over.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. So why are they leaving these players? And giving a chance to the debutant is a very nice thing. Like we are all of Indian fans, so we all want to see new talents coming each and every day. But this is not the
Yes.
time for it. And I think what type I'm surprised to have know what type of team they will have against Kolkata, because against Kolkata is also a team who's eyeing for the top four spot. They are RR is having the next match against Kolkata. So what type of team are they going to have? It's so much funny things which are happening now.
Yes, yes, that's really true. And you can see a lot of comments coming in regarding the management and the playing 11s. Keenan Nair mentioning if R wants to try someone, try players like KC Karyappa, who is also in the Rajasthan Royals squad. But a very interesting stat I've got here is that Samson has struggled against Bumrah. His strike rate is just 106 and he has been dismissed twice. And he's also struggled against Bolt. So, against Bolt, he's been dismissed thrice and not just twice. So, Samson, who's a top order batsman, struggling with, against bowlers that are, that take the new ball in the Mumbai Indians camp. Ashwin, Nikhil, just a word on this. I mean, do these matchups really matter, or do you say that no, they don't matter? The one who plays better on the given day is going to come out victorious.
I guess we
I
need
don't
to
think.
assess that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go on, Nikhil. Go on, Nikhil. Yeah, please.
I guess we need to assess that on what wicket those wickets fell, and what kind of
Yeah.
wicket that was, and what kind of situation that was. Yes, matchups do matter, but you need to assess what situation was going on. So this is another fresh day. They're batting first, so he will be in a different mindset. I don't know what's going to happen, but he'll be in a different mindset. That's pretty much it. And Mumbai Indians have given a good statement here by picking just five bowlers that maybe, just maybe, Pandya could bowl today, because he said in the last game that he is trying to get fit to bowl. So maybe if needed, he can bring back Kyran Pollard, who can complete the 2 overs. But it's very important for Hardik Pandya, if he wants to stay in that T20 World Cup side. It's high time he starts bowling, and it's just about 2 overs. So it's starting to get adjusted. Hardik Pandya uh, is an all-rounder, and he needs to start to perform like an all-rounder and contribute like an all-rounder. Yes, he had a big injury, and he was given time to recover and recuperate from that injury, and he's rehabbing right now as well. But I think it's very important for Mumbai Indians as well as the Indian team for the T20 World Cup that Hardik Pandya starts contributing with the ball, and we may as well see him today.
Very true, Ashwin. Coming to your opinions, what do you feel about the same, the matchup?
I don't think the matchups are gonna be a major factor in a particular game. Like, for an example, we can go back to the game of the season itself, like RR versus RCB in the first leg. We saw that they just bring in Shreyas Gopal, thinking that like the past he had troubled Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers, he would do the same again. Like we know what happened, just a 10 wicket victory for RCB. So the matchups doesn't matter. So, like at that particular season, he was in great form, Shreyas Gopal. But in the last season and this season, he has not been in that great touch. So the matchups doesn't matter here. It's all about the player's confidence and the way he is taking on that particular game, and also the team situation as well. For like a team like CSK, there is no pressure for them coming out to the field. Like they are already qualified. It's just about to go and give their best game. But a
Yeah.
team like an RR or a Mumbai at the moment, it's not about just winning the game. It's all about winning the game at a better margins, so that they could have that positive improvement in the net run rate, so that they could be a bit more stronger against teams like KKR, who's in a really good net run rate position. So
Yes.
it's a bit more pressure. It's a bit more pressure on the players at the moment, especially when the team management are bringing up with such strange changes. So here it's not about the matchups; it's more about the mindset and the natural game of the team which is going to play. Like
True. That's
we had a great team who had a great win. Now we have having two new players coming to the team: Shreyas Gopal, who hasn't been in form, and a new. And when a debutant comes to the team has to change a bit. The team has to make that particular team in a bit more comfortable level. Like they should give that comfort to the debutant, but this time they won't be able to give that. This might either affect the team's performance or that particular player's performance. Let's see what happens. It's gonna be a really strange battle. And if Mumbai has bring in
exactly.
a, like a, they if they left a spinner and brought in an extra seamer, there might be something in the pitch as well, which
Yes.
like we can't predict it now. Like it's the match which is gonna say. Like in the last match in Dubai, we saw that because of the overcast conditions, we saw a bit of swing in the pitch. So is that the reason? Like, is it an overcast condition in Sharjah also, or is there something else which is gonna act? Let's wait and watch. Only the match could tell it.
Yes, that's very true. And guys, I would just like to know your predictions now. I think we've discussed everything about the spinners and the management, and about the toss, about the game going on. MI has won the toss, elected to bowl first. Ashwin, coming to you first. How much of a total do you think will be a threat to a batting lineup like MI? How much would you consider safe when you reach there?
For like, is there any total that we can say that it's safe against MI? I don't think there's a total which we can say it's safer against MI just because of Karen
Compliment.
Pollard. If that man is in that team, we heard an interview of Mike Eason saying that we didn't celebrate at any wickets. We were just waiting to see Karen Pollard out. If that man is out, then we can say the match is in our hand. But now Nisham is also in the team. He can also be an extra batting option as well. So I
Yeah.
think they should be a pretty much solid. I think the total should be like a 150, 160 plus. Then only like because the team can have it. Like they've proven that they can chase down 190. But this pitch is a bit slower. It's a bit worse. It's a worse nightmare to the batsman. But they can eye on scoring something about 150 as well.
Well, Akshat mentioning that RR will be 133 all out. That's really precise. And Keenan Nair mentioning, they are going to be go 200 plus on a wicket on
Like he
like
was the only
Sharjah.
RR fan that I see today. Like no, everyone else was supporting
Yes,
the
yes,
MI. He and
yes,
Sanjit.
and
I only saw these two people.
yes, and 200 plus on a Sharjah wicket is really something that will boost
Like we should
them.
go back to the last season if you want to see that.
Exactly, exactly. Nikhil, coming to you, how much do you think should you restrict RR to be able to chase this total comfortably, especially on a Sharjah wicket where the ball is gripping and turning?
Again, it's very difficult to make these predictions because we are not able to see the wicket until the game is started. So
Yeah.
provided we've got the data of the previous matches, if it's a pitch where, like the MIDC one, MI will look to stop them for 130, 140, because over there it's 150, 155 is slightly a par score. If you go ahead of it, it gets slightly difficult. So the 130, 140 will be a very good target to chase down, and they might as well look to chase it down quickly because the net run rate is going to matter a lot. But you really don't know. This match can end up being that one of those high scoring games as well. So the pitches are getting pitches have a lot of surprise in them, and let's see if we are in for another surprise.
Yes, surely we are in for another cracker of a game. Thank you very much, Nikhil and Ashwin, both for joining me here. We'll see you in the post-match show. Also, to all the viewers, don't forget to watch the watch along. Don't forget to join us in the watch along, and you can also join the stream and discuss or analyze the game along with us in the watch along segment that starts at 9:15 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So do find the link in our description, and the link to watch the same will also be uploaded in our bio of our Instagram pages. So do join us for the watch along. Thank you very much, guys. Let's hope that we have a very good game.
Yes.